of the hero story, so to speak. Can I go and pick up the child now? They've been in school forever. Da-da-da, da-da-da. And let's put him back in. Sorry. Alright then, I guess I can leave with one. Yay! Let's take them to the black market, because that's what you want to do. Take your children to the black market. No, don't do that. Yeah, get rare items, try collecting lots of emblems. Try saying that once I get all the emblems. This time. I really feel like I want to start playing different games now with this thing. Yeah. Alright. Is these Japanese? Don't know. Just take it. It's for love. I'm gripping it so tightly. He looks like he's gripping it. Just gonna keep doing this. Yes, I'm gonna keep doing this. Why am I watching? Why am I watching? Hi, people! Hi! Here, now eat this. It's nutritious coconuts. Or I think they're just nuts. Spin! No, don't grab that tree. Spin! No, don't whistle. Did I get his attention? Come on, eat that thing. It grows hearty. Hearty, hearty, hearty. There we go. Alright. Let's move on to the next scene, shall we? I think I could just play like for 2 hours or something.
Huh? Amy?
Keep your voice down. Have no fear. Amy Rose is here.
How'd you get here?
Well, if you gotta know, I caught a ride with Tails. Are you sure you don't need my help? It looks like you could use it.
The reason I'm in here is because of that fake hedgehog.
You mean that black hedgehog?
Did you see it? Where is it now?
If I tell ya, will you marry me?
Why is he swinging his arms in the air?
I thought I had you this time.
Let's him go anyway. Oh well.
That black hedgehog came here with Dr. Eggman.
Okay.
So, Eggman's behind this, huh?
What's all that writing on the wall anyway? Did you write that? Wait for me, Sonic! He's such a brat sometimes.
Well, no one's perfect. Also, I don't know if Sonic did write on the wall, but probably not. It looks like he was just basically stretching to pass the time. Anyway, Metal Harbor. It looks like he was just stretching to pass the time, honestly. Anyway, here is where we can finally get our very first power-up. Whoop. Whee! Up, 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 oh!
In the middle of the jump, over there.
Going up, and here's where we get our first power-up item. In the same light green as before, we get our power-up items. Only this time in formal stages, instead of hub worlds like in the previous Sonic adventure. Anyway, light shoes. Air quote light dash, end of air quote, to move at light speed along paths of rings. The action window will appear near rings. Press B button to get them. Okay, so in the previous Sonic adventure, you had to charge up and then release the B button and then release the button that holds the charge in place to do a light speed dash. In this game, there is no charge at all. Instead, you basically do the light speed dash when you are basically near any trail of rings, any amount of rings. So, yeah.
Press B button to use the light shoes. Use them when you get near a path of rings. Have you tried using the light to collect all the rings?
You also might get some bonuses if you do the light speed dash. I think you can only get bonuses for the light speed dash in stages. Yeah, I believe so. But I don't know if I forget if all the light speed dash sections give you rings or not. I don't know if light speed dash sections give you rings or not. If all of them, or at least just some of them. I know at least some of them do. Also, the light speed dash shoes will fit on Sonic's shoes, and I think... And they make his shoes look a little less weird, actually, because, well, the shoes kind of looked weird before, actually. I'm not gonna lie, they kind of looked weird, to some extent. I mean, they weren't bad, they just looked a little strange, like they were missing something. I think they primarily built Sonic shoes in mind with the Lightspeed Dash shoes because you get them really early, if you ask me. I mean, and I think a lot of people would answer yes, that you get them really early. I mean, in the hero story, it's pretty much inevitable, more or less, to get them. I mean, you could technically skip them by doing a spin dash long jump over the pier, and to get to the other side, but sooner or later you're gonna have to use them because there are sections in this game that make it pretty much mandatory for the use of them. Not that. There we go. Alright. Under. I missed that ammo jump. Oh well. Wee. Over, under, and through. Up and away. Come, get through there. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Alright, hopefully I can pull this off correctly. Oh boy. Let's try this again.
Missile launch in 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8,
Oh, come on, alright.
6, 5.
I'm not gonna get... I wasn't gonna make it. I'll just come back to the stage later. I don't want to keep doing needless restarts. Again. Yeah, you can see that there was a handle up there higher. I didn't have enough time, so I just went for the lower one for the time being. Get that one. Get me. Yeah.
Yes!
And nailed it. Sorta. This is one of the few stages where I can get all the rings, actually. Where I myself can get all the rings, and
Just made it.
We'll be changing that C to an A sooner or later. For the meantime, let's continue. I could go for 2 hours, honestly, but then again, I don't want to stretch. Oh, it's 4:53, okay then. 4:53 p.m., okay. Alright. I think I'll split these up into shorter parts, because honestly, I don't want to think people are going to sit through a 2-hour video. Now take this power. It makes you stronger. This is why I'm not exactly a fan of 100%ing this game. Is the Chow sections. It takes forever to raise these chow. Even one chow, if you were to just raise one chow, would take forever. No, you don't yawn. You don't yawn. You cannot somersault in here. What the? What was that? Oh. Yeah, the chow swim. Just standing here. Yeah. Oh, there's the last one. Yay! Take this. Let's leave. Whoa! I think I'm gonna go to another game after this.
So far, so good. Hey, that's...
That blue hedgehog again, of all places.
I found you, Faker.
Faker? I think you're the fake hedgehog around here. You're comparing yourself to me? Huh? You're not even good enough to be
I'll
my
make you eat those words.
There's no time to play games. You won't even get the chance.
Sorry, I had to clear my throat. Anyway, we're in our first boss fight. Well, not first boss fight, our second boss fight. This time we're formally fighting Shadow. And you might notice this grate here. In the previous game, there were, in the original Dreamcast version and the HD my buzzer. In the Dreamcast version of this game, it was known for having a lot of Big the Cat cameos, because apparently it was in response with Big the Cat's negative reception. So apparently someone, I forget whose name it is, put all these Big the Cat cameos in as apparently as like, so yeah, what are you gonna do about it? Big the Cat's everywhere. I guess that's what they were thinking. Interestingly, it appears that a lot of people like the cameos with Big the Cat. Actually, I believe this is one of the Great is one of them. In the GameCube remake, somehow they were taken out. I guess they found them unnecessary. Although, interestingly, I think I've seen somewhere, yeah, I believe I've seen that somewhere, that if you press a certain button repeatedly, Big the Cat will appear in the scenes. I don't think he's been taken out entirely. It's just that he doesn't appear, like, automatically. I think you have to press a certain button. Basically, you have to press a certain button to make him appear manually. In the HD remakes of this game, they put him back. Pretty much, they put back all the cameos except accidentally the one involving Wild Canyon. Pretty much in Knuckles' stage. Pretty much, not including, I think, the racing levels and such. Pretty much, yeah, Big the Cat pretty much appears in every stage, not including the racing levels. The driving levels, that is. You'll see what I mean shortly. What that? 1 second. Never mind, it's just a caller that doesn't... It's just one of those spam callers anyway. Well, that was lucky.
The coolest.
Oh, I didn't know you cared about being cool all of a sudden.
Oh, I see. So you're not just a hedgehog.
Whoop.
Darn,
It's
not bad for an imposter.
Do you know who I am?
Yeah, well, that was easy. But yeah, you can actually hurt him with the Lightspeed Dash, but it's very hard to do in that boss fight. Anyway, Stage 5, Green Forest. Escape from the island in 8 minutes. Okay.
Shadow, what are you doing? Hurry and get back here right now before the island blows up with you on it!
Blows up?
Should probably be an exclamation mark with that question mark, but whatever.
Gotta get out of here! Find Amy and Tails! Right away!
Why wasn't his mouth moving? Oh well. Anyway, getting out of here now. Sorry, I was just being asked what was for dinner. Up, up, and away! Up, up, away! Up, up, and away! Up, and up. Oh, come on! No radical bonus. Darn. Aha! Ooh-wee! Haha! Gotcha! This is actually the second stage where we can get a power-up item, actually. Alright. Aha! And if you could catch at least a glimpse of that, it was... We've gotten already the Ancient Light. The Ancient Light isn't necessary, and they've... When I was younger, I could not find it. The first time I saw it was in the tutorial stage where Amo-chan was explaining where the light attack was, but it was showing it with Sonic in the Green Forest. I couldn't find where it was until I decided to look into the Green Forest, and then I just stumbled upon this. Anyway, Ancient Light. Air quote, light attack, end of air quote, to defeat multiple enemies at light speed. Press the B button to charge up, then release to destroy nearby enemies. So yeah, the light attack returns from the previous game, pretty much doing the exact same thing as in the previous Sonic Adventure. Okay. Whee! Aha! Let's do this. Huh? Let's just ask for one. Up. Going up. Going up again. There's that. Let's see if I can try something.
Ready?
Go! Normally you would need the bounce attack to get down here. Anyway, without any more interruptions. So yeah, no bonus there for that light speed dash. Okay then. Magnetic bubble. Also, there's a problem with the magnetic bubble actually. You see, in the previous, it was also a problem in the previous Sonic Adventure, but not as big a problem as in this game, because at least with the previous Sonic Adventure, when you did the light speed dash, you held down and then released. You didn't have to be as close. It basically, the light speed dash propelled you a little forward, and if there weren't any rings in front of you, you'd stop. Whereas here, you don't get propelled forward initially, you have to get near the rings to do the light speed dash in the first place, whereas in the previous one, to do the light speed dash in the first place, you held down and then released, and then you would be propelled a short distance, but it'd still be a much better distance than what this game gives you. Up, up, and away! Up, up, and away! Thank you. Up, and away again! Up, and away! Another time. Up. Up. Magnetic bubble. Up. Up. Whee! Another one. La 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 da. Going down. The bubble will shield you. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. La 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 la. Also, this being the remake, actually, from the previous Sonic Adventure 2, from the previous version of the Dreamcast version, this one also, like how Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut remake was, some of the character models are actually enhanced, though not as much as the character models from Sonic Adventure to Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut, whereas in this game, Sonic Adventure 2 only got minor touch-ups, where Eggman got the most touch-ups with a lot extra polygons, like in all the remakes, but Eggman got the most extra polygons, let me put it that way. Ta-da! Eggman and his Egg Walker, that is. Dun-dun! Awesome! Da-da.
Yes!
And escaped!
That was cool!
Neat! Alright. Alright, I think I can do like one more stage and then I'm gonna relax. Stretch out my legs. Wait a minute. And let's put you back in here. You're a very good dancer, I see. Ah. Lantern doesn't look anything more, apparently. That lantern there. I think I'm gonna start playing a different game now, because honestly, even after not playing this game for a while, I'm still kind of like whimsied out of it, so to speak. Winded out, so to speak. Let's give you all the love now. This time. Give it that love. Powering up. Oh yeah. Give it that love. Feeling it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Eat that. Nuts. You haven't eaten in a while. Literally. Nuts. I'm gonna need to find a software to split this up. Hey, you didn't eat your... Didn't eat it. Come on, eat it. Pay good money for that. Well, no. Eat it anyway. It's good for you. I'm just running in circles now. Alright then. Wait a minute. Finish this. Thank you. Alright then. Saving child data. that's some epic escape. Anyway, 1730 in a mountainous rate. I didn't see a mountainous region. Stage 6, Pumpkin Hill. Find 3 pieces of Master Emerald. Now to something that's not really part of the main story, but anyway.
This place sure feels haunted. There's no time to lose. I have to hurry and find the Master Emerald.
The emerald may be buried underground.
Oh, right.
Did you find it?
Yep, now just found a digging tool, returning from the previous Sonic Adventure game, The Shovel Claw. The Shovel Claw? You can dig into the ground or walls now. Select air quote dig, end of air quote, in the action window. You don't necessarily have to select dig in the action window, but... Or simply press the B button when you're in the air or on a wall. Yeah, like that. For one thing, don't want to look. Look is me... When it say look, it means look at the monitor. What's the mean, Rat? You found a life. That's good. Going down. No, you don't. I'm gonna punch your lights out. That skeleton animal is interesting as it can take away an animal attribute from a child instead of giving giving a child a different animal attribute, it basically removes an animal attribute. So that's a little strange. Going down. Come on already. Why not? That's a weird screen there. Anyway, also, yeah, just showing off, when you restart, you get 1 life taken away from you. But however, if you lose all your lives, you just get taken back to the stage select, I believe. I think if you're in stage select mode, this game does not exactly penalize you for losing all your lives, actually. Aha! I believe there's always going to be a life in that digging area, no matter what mission you're in this stage.
I ain't gonna let it get to me. I'm just gonna creep down in Pumpkin Hill. I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's here. I can sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. I'm gonna hold my head 'cause I have no fear. This probably seems crazy, graveyard theory. Our ghosts try to approach me and get weary. Asking my question and he finished in a second. I'm walking through valleys, buying pumpkins in the alley. Didn't seem happy, but they sure tried to get me. Had to back them up.
Going down and going up. Ah! 2 more left. Thought that was an enemy, just a ghost trying to spook me. Didn't work, didn't work spooking me. So yeah, basically to get the best results in treasure hunting stages, you basically find all 3, usually you're going to try and find emerald pieces, but sometimes you might try and find something else, but you have to find the 3 items in question as fast as you can. If you get perfect, that's the best result when you find something. In fact, a perfect is basically the best combo bonus in this game. There's nothing higher than it. Just one. Let me get rid of you. No points. Up and away. Where is that? Okay.
It's closer.
That didn't spook me. No.
Rats.
1 more left.
This probably seems crazy, graveyard theory.
some of them can be in annoying spots, I'll admit.
And he vanished in a second. I walk into the valley,
But still good. Still good. What was that? Oh, it's just the volume changing at times.
Let it get to me. I'm just gonna creep down on me. I know that it's here. I sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to hear. I can't see it.
Come on.
Somewhere. I gotta hold my head. I have no fear. It probably seems crazy.
Come on already.
Try to approach.
There we go. No! Stupid monitors. Yeah, you lose bonus if you check a monitor. It goes down by 1 increment every time you check a monitor, I believe.
Did you find a
Going up.
I know that it's here. I can sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to see. I can't see it.
Going down. Going up.
I hold my head 'cause I have no fear. I go try to approach me.
This is Pumpkin Mountain.
It's closer.
Didn't seem happy, but they
This
sure
is
tried.
Pumpkin Feet.
I'm hearing someone saying you were chicken on the stand. It had to be the wind 'cause nobody was here. I searched and I searched as I climbed up the wall. And then I started to fly. When it deep, let it get to me. I'm just gonna
One more left.
There's actually 2 things in this game that can destroy those barred cages. Those missiles and those bombs that Dr. Eggman's robot monkeys drop. You'll see what I mean. Well, not soon, but you'll see eventually.
I sense it in my feet.
If you fall down that don't know what to call it, hole. No, not hole. If you fall down there several times, you really will fall down there as if in falling into a pit and lose a life.
The great emerald's
So don't try it too much. At least try and land on something first before you try and actually go down there. But you'll find nothing really.
I can't see it, but it's
Ow. Found pain there.
it probably seems crazy, but great. A ghost trying to approach me, he got there.
Did you know that there are 10 animals hidden in this stage?
Bats are interesting as they can take away your Chow's legs, actually.
It's
And
closer.
replace it with, well, what they
I
have.
found them.
Which is basically no legs, yet somehow they are able to. Well, move. I guess flying around like ghosts, I guess.
Yeah, this is perfect.
And I just realized it didn't pick up a Chow key that time. Or did I pick up one before? Anyway, I think I'm gonna... Hopefully after day X 18.
Citizens of Earth, lend me your ears and listen to me very carefully. My name is Dr. Eggman, the world's greatest scientist, and soon to be the world's greatest ruler. Now witness the beginning of the greatest empire of all time.
Well, that's one weapon of mass destruction, alright.
Look! Half of the moon is gone?
Eggman! Oh, that creep never gives up.
But how did he manage to harness all that energy?
It's got to be the Chaos Emeralds. Yeah, that's the reason they were looking for him. Tails?
The Chaos Emeralds are like magic. They have the power to attract each other. I can use that to find where Eggman is.
Freeze! Put your hands up in the air and get off the ground!
I'll take care of the police while you try and find a way out of here. Find Eggman.
Got it!
The three of you? That means me, too! Hey, wait!
Well, that was an awkward running away sequence. Like, how they all ran away was kind of awkward in a sense. Anyway, Mission Street, elude enemy pursuit. Which is what we would be doing, but for now, I think I'm done with this video. I think this was a good video. Alright, so, I'm just gonna now end this video off, and I guess, I don't know if I'm gonna start up the original Sega Dreamcast version of Sonic Adventure. I also have the Sega Dreamcast version of Sonic Adventure 2, actually. But, I'll do more explaining once I get to it. Anyway, for the meantime, thank you all for watching, and see you next time, and it looks like this recording went smoothly, actually. I gotta thank that graphics card, finally having one this time. So with that said, thank you all for watching, be safe, have a fun time, and see you next time. So, bye.